Hi, welcome to Monday's strength class. Just while we wait for other people to sort of join in, I'd quite like to talk about the exercises themselves and how you can adapt them. I know that some of the exercises, some of you find some of the exercises more difficult than others. I don't mean some people find it more difficult than other people. I mean, some of the exercises are more difficult than other exercises. And I think a lot of the exercises, you can adapt them. You don't have to do them as full on as I do. And the adaptation goes both ways, actually, because when you first start exercising, if you haven't done it for a long time, particularly if we're doing these strength exercises, your muscles are like, what are you doing to me? And for the first sort of few times, particularly if you're only doing it once a week, your muscles are going to be like, what is this? And they're going to be quite sore, and you may not be able to do the exercises very well. You may not be able to do 10 reps. You may not be able to do 30 seconds or hold it for 30 seconds or a minute. And the thing to realize is that that is totally normal, that you shouldn't give up. You may be tempted to give up. Your muscles may be saying, give up, I don't like this, I don't like this. But don't let your muscles overrule your brain. Your brain rules your body. So if your muscles are saying, I don't like this, stop, your brain says, get over it, it's good for you. So the main thing, one of the sort of first thing I'd like to say is, if you find the exercises really difficult, and unless they're physically hurting you, really badly hurting you, not just bringing to life muscles that have been dormant for a while, then keep on with hello baby boy, look at this, keep on with them. He's up today, so he's a bit yeah, I know, middle. Oh, he's a good boy, isn't he? Anyway, sorry. Yes, so the first thing is, don't give up. Keep doing them. Off, baby, off. You're on smile, you're on candid camera. Is to keep doing them. But you don't have to do them exactly as I say. Off. You don't have to do them exactly as I say. So as we go along, I will show. I do show you how you can adapt the press-ups, but I'll show you how to do the plank. Stop it. Off. I'll show you how to do it with the plank and various ones. If there's any that you're particularly finding difficult, and I haven't mentioned any adaptations, then let me know, and I'll do it. Similarly, you can adapt them up as well. So if you can do the plank really, really easily for a minute, when we're doing the plank today, I'll show you how you can adapt it down and how you can adapt it up. Oops, hang on, my watch has suddenly gone on to history. Yes, you can adapt it up, but the main thing is to, like I said before, is to keep going. And as you get, the thing with body weight exercises is, so for example, if you're doing a squat and you find squats quite easy, you can either do more squats or you can get some weights and make it more difficult, or a band, make it more, make your body heavier so that it takes more to stand up. Your muscles have to work a bit harder. But on the other hand, if you just want to have a maintenance program, you don't necessarily want to have a beach body or enter Miss Universe, and you just want this for maintenance, that's fine. So if you get to the level where you can do most of the exercises fairly easily, you may want to challenge yourself a bit, but not necessarily with all of them. But the main thing is not to give up. Just because if you're finding it really difficult, just find ways to make it slightly easier, because if you find it really impossibly difficult, then you won't continue. And the main thing is that on Wednesday, I talked about consistency, and consistency is really important. So the main thing to do with these is not to give up. Hi, Delia. Hope you heard the talk about keeping on, and I'm going to show people how to adapt them as we go on, the exercises today, okay? And it's near enough 11 o'clock now, so I'm going to start the exercises. Hello, Elizabeth. Nothing is impossible apart from trying to get your left elbow into your left ear But I'm going to show you how to make them possible, Delia. And the thing to do is to keep going. Keep on keeping on. Even if you can only do 1 rep of something or half a rep or even a tiny wee bit, you're still doing more than you were before. And it may take a long time, but it will come. I mean, you weren't born with an innate ability to read and write. As a child, you practiced and practiced and practiced until you became really good at it. And it's the same with these exercises. You may feel that you should be able to do them because you probably used to be able to do them, a lot of these movements when you were a child, but we've lost that ability through lack of use. And this lack of ability didn't happen overnight. It's decades of not using it. So to expect to be able to do it just bang, 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 it might take you, it won't take you decades. That's the good news. It won't take you decades to improve, but it may take you a few weeks to improve. So the main thing is not to give up, because if you give up, then you will slip back into an inactivity and the muscles will get weaker and weaker and you will be able to do less and less. There we go. That's today's sermon over with. Right. So let's get going with the warm-up. If anybody's new to this strength class, let me just tilt that up a wee bit. If anybody's new to the strength class, it's in 3 parts. There's a warm-up, the main body of it, and the stretching at the end. Hang on just a minute. It's going to be, I'm going to make it a bit snappier than the Wednesday class. So hopefully we'll be finished about 11:45. So we're going to start by just marching on the spot. Now marching, it sounds very military, but it's not. It's just moving your legs slightly. You don't have to get them up very high. Give your arms a slightly exaggerated swing so that you're mobilizing the shoulder joints, getting all that synovial fluid nice and warm and lubricating, just like oil in a car. Now we just keep doing this for a wee bit. So if you can, do this on your toes. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Right, put your hands on your shoulders and we're going to stretch our arms up like that. Now, if you can't get your arms up to there, just go where they will go. If you've got impaired mobility in your shoulder, don't force it. Just go where your shoulders are happy to go. But if you can get them there, that's absolutely fine. If you can also keep walking at the same time, that's voluntary, you don't have to. If you find it difficult, then don't. This one is really good for your posture. What I do, take your hands down for a minute. What I do if I'm running or walking along, sometimes I'll just do that, just to sort of reset myself. Because I have a tendency to walk like that. So that was slightly exaggerated. So when I'm walking, I sometimes just do that with my arms, and then I know that my shoulders are sort of back and in alignment. Anyway, our arms are up here. Bring them back, out, and back in, forward, and back. Up again, nice big stretch, down, out to the side, back in, forward, and back. One more time, up, down, out, in, forward, back. Dog's gone to sleep behind the chair. Right, put your hand on your shoulder, make your arm like a wing. Have a pencil, imagine you've got a pencil sticking out from your elbow, and we're going to draw 5 big circles backwards on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the other one. And we're going to go 1, 2, nice full range of movement. 3, 4, 5, and forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one, we're going to do another arm warming up one. Is we're going to raise one arm and the other one comes back. And you're not going to rock, it's only your arms that move. We're going to do 10 on each side. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, nice and slow and controlled, but warming you up. 4, it's warming up the muscles. 5, and the shoulder joint. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the last one on the arms is put your arms like that, elbows at 90 degrees, arms straight out from your body like that. And then we're just going to bring them in. Touch your elbows together if you can. If you can't, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. I mean, those are all fairly easy to do, arm exercises, but by the end of them, I'm feeling it here. Right, we're going to start doing a little routine that we do. So we're going to just do small heel digs, just tiny little heel digs, and at the same time anchor your elbow, and we're going to do opposite arm and leg. You're going to do a bicep curl with your arm and a heel dig with your leg, and it's got to be opposite arm and leg. So just have a look and check that you're doing opposite arm and leg. This is good for balance, coordination, strength, flexibility, you name it, it does it. 3, 2, 1. And then you're just going to take a small step out to the side. I'm going to shimmy in a bit. And at the same time, have prayer hands. And as your leg goes out, so your arms go out, both arms. Trying to remember about the headlights on your knees so that your knees point forwards. They're not tempted to go in like that. 3, 2, 1. The arm movement on that one mobilizes your elbows as well. Next one is just a slight step back. And at the same time, arms here, and you're just pushing your arms out as you go back. Again, try to resist the urge to collapse your knees in. You've got headlights on your knees and on your pelvis and on your chest. They're all pointing forwards. Three, 2, 1. And then last one is you're just going to do a toe tap, and at the same time just swing your arms. It's nice and relaxed. Opposite arm and leg, of course. 3, 2, 1. Did I forget to count down on some of the other ones? You know, the 3, 2, 1. I may have done. Right, we're going to put all that routine together. So we're going to do heel digs with opposite arm and leg, side, back, and toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, 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 toe tap. One more time. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Right, 10 10 minutes we've been doing that, so that's enough. We're going to start with a squat. Now, if you joined the class wondering what it's like and you can't do a free squat, please do use the chair and just stand up without using your hands. If you're doing a free squat and you get to 3 or 2 or 1, you do 1 and you feel you can't do any more, go back to the chair. There's no shame in adapting the exercise so that you can do it, because as you are more able to do it, your confidence will grow, your muscles will get stronger, and you will be able to do it. Remember, technique is everything. So we're going to do 10 squats. One way you can actually adapt the squat. Hi, Nikki. I was trying this before. So remember, a squat is sitting down without, and I was thinking, how can you adapt the squat? Because I don't want to use weights. So if you were doing the squat, you could use weights. But what I was doing today is I was going down and then just going up on one leg. Like that. And it's once you get the rhythm going, it does put a bit more strain on that leg. Plus, it's good for your balance. But at the moment, we're just going to do squats. So an adaptation would be either using the chair or only going down that far or that far. You can go right down if you want and up. Okay, so we're going to do 10. That was 1. 2. Do them at your own capability. 3. 4. Remember your knees, the headlights on your knees. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Well done. Just to make it a little bit more difficult. If you can't do these ones, just keep doing stand-ups from the chair. But we're going to go down. Don't go down too far. Let's go down to about there. And then we're going to walk 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps, and then back. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 steps, 5 steps, and then stand up. If you can't manage all the steps, absolutely fine. Doesn't matter. We're going to do it one more time. Down, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Keep your 4 steps. Technique. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. That gets me there. Right. Give your legs a bit of a wiggle. And we're going to do a bit of punching. Let me get my breath back and also my clock. Right, so we're going to do this for half an hour. Did you spot the deliberate mistake? 30 seconds. Okay, so it's going to be feet hip width apart, bent, hands here, and they're going straight out. Okay, and we're going to do it in 3s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. On your marks, set, off we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Give it some welly. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stop it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Plank is going to be fun, isn't it? When he wants to join in. No, I'm not playing with you. He's got a pig that sounds like a duck there. No, come on, baby, out the way. Right, get your breath back. We're going to do that one more time. On your marks, set, off we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Off. 1, 2, 3. Sit. 2, 3. Sit. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stop. 27, 28, 29, 30. I just had to stop because I can't watch the thing and count at the same time. Right. Good boy. Last one, standing up, unless you're going to do the press up, and I'll talk about that in a moment. I'm just going to put this down slightly. You can take your chair, which I should have mentioned that you need. And I'm going to just, the top of my head has disappeared. Right. So we're going to do a lunge. Now remember, a lunge is in 4 separate movements. So you do step forward, bend, keeping your knee, headlights, up and back. And remember, when you go forward, your torso stays upright. The back leg does not go all the way down to the floor. If you find it difficult to get your back knee at 90 degrees, you can do it to there and then up. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to do 10 on each side. So if you started when I was doing the demonstration, you'll do more than 10. So 1, 2, 3, that's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you manage 10? If you didn't, it doesn't matter. If you're getting very tired, you might want to hang on to the chair towards the end or at the first one. As long as you're getting the movement, you might just want to just dip down a bit there and then back, forwards there, up and back. Whichever way you find that you're able to do it, I don't know why I'm doing that with the chair. That's up to you. The chair is there in case you're going to topple over. Anyway, we're going to do the other leg now. So 1, always takes me a little while to get my balance on the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right, we're going to get on the floor. So we're going to start with the press up. I'm going to put this down slightly. You may want to do the press up against the wall. I'm not going to show you how to do that because we've done them in previous ones. I think it's better to do it on the floor. So remember, I'm going to show you a few ways. So you can either start off kneeling with your hands under your shoulders, take a couple of steps forward, a step forward with your hands, and then bring your hand over your shoulders again, so as they're over there, and then you go down and up, okay? That is the ideal. If you can't do that, do this with your hands, go down, and if you can't get the up bit, just rest, go down to your, so as you're lying flat, and then push up, and then come back onto your knees. If you've got dodgy knees, lie down, put your hands under your shoulders here, this is a yoga move, and just push up, and then back down again, and push up, and back down again. And that way, you're not putting any pressure on your knees. If you feel you've graduated, we're going to do, eventually end up aiming for 10 box press-ups. If you feel you're beyond that and you want to do a full press-up, let me know and I'll demonstrate. But anyway, so starting wherever you need to start, hands forward, and we're going to do 6. So, 1. My hands were under my shoulders then, so that was really difficult. 2, 3, 4. They can be slightly wider than your shoulders, by the way. 5. This is hard. 6. That was quite hard. Right. Well done if you managed that, any way that you managed it. If you're finding it really difficult, do it a couple more times before next Monday. Right, the plank. Now, I know some of you are finding the plank very difficult. So, the way, just watch for a minute. So you start off on your tummy, hands like this, elbows under your shoulders, and then you come up onto your toes, and that's the ideal, okay? I'm going to try and hold this for a minute. If you're finding it if you're doing it, and you just can only do it for a few seconds, I'm going to count out in 10-second lots. Doing it. Just quickly, just put your knees down. And then when you've rested a bit, bring them back up. And then put them down again, and then bring them back up. It doesn't matter. If you do a second, it's better than nothing. But use your knees as well and see how long you can hold it for. Okay, so Delia, nothing is impossible. There is always a way. Right, so I'm going to start now. So elbows under shoulders, back nice and flat, head in alignment with your spine, and off we go. Like I say, I'm going to count down in 10-second bouts. 10. Put your knees down if you need to, and then when you're rested, go back up. 20. 30. 40. 50. 7, 8, 9, 60. Well done. Right, side plank. I know you find this difficult as well, some of you. So your hands, your elbow, is under your shoulder. Now, if you can't get up like this, I know some of you manage it with one leg behind like that. Now, if you find that impossible as well, try both legs behind you and going up. Okay? Or one leg, maybe like that. Do with your legs what feels easiest if you find it impossible to do this. Okay? But if you can, both legs together. And we're doing these for 30 seconds. So elbow under shoulder, up we go, and starting the watch now. Woo, 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 woo. 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. Well done. Did you manage any of that? And on the other side now. So up we go, however it is you're going up. And starting now. Even if it's really difficult, it's still worth giving it a go. It's International Women's Day. We are women, we are strong. Apologise to any men that are doing it. You are strong as well. Sorry, 15, 20, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. Well done. Well done. Right. The boat. I know some of you find this really difficult as well. And what I would say, oh, what have I done? I've put that away. What I would say is just keep holding your legs. You could do that and then back. Do it as easily as you can. If you can hold your legs, if you can only get them to there, that's fine. You need to lean a bit forward, a bit back a bit more. If you can bring them there, you can bring them nearer your chest. But just do the best you can. It may be, maybe keep them on the floor and just lean back a bit. Yeah, maybe keep them like that and just lean back a bit. Your hands out like that. Try that if getting your feet off the floor is impossible. Anyway, we're going to go up like this, holding your knees, or like this. And then we're going to do it for 30 seconds, trying to let go of the knees, trying to straighten the legs if you can. That's hardcore though, isn't it? Right. We ready? Go. 10, 15, 20. If you try and bring your chest nearer your legs, 25, that increases. 28, 29, 30. Yes, when you're like this, if you back like that, it's putting quite a strain on your back. If you try and bring your knees and your chest closer together, that really increases the pressure on your abdomen. It really makes your core work. We're going to do that once more. You ready? Right, so up, off we go. Ooh, bringing your eyes and your chest closer together. Woo, what smart. 10. Oh. Hold on to your knees if you need to. 20. 25. 27, 28, 29, 30. Whoa. Trying to get your chest and your thighs closer together really makes you work. Just sitting upright, just bring your hands above your head. Just like that. Just keep your back nice and straight. And then just lean forward if you want, just to give your back a bit of a bend. Just going to hold that for a few seconds. Just go as far as your hands. I mean, some of you may only be able to go to there. You may not be able to touch your toes. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. What we're doing is just giving the back a bit of respite. Right, last one. We're going to do the bridge. Oh, down we go. Your heels should be just so that your middle finger can reach them and no more. Remember, thighs are parallel, they're not touching, they're not falling apart. And we're going to go up. Squeeze your glutes, really squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then we're going to go down and up again. Really squeeze. 2, down and up. 3, down and up. 4, really squeeze those glutes. Down and up. 5, down and up. 6, down and up. 7, down and up. 8, down and up. 9, down and up. 10. There we go. And then sitting up again. Hands up. And just forward just a little bit. Not very much. Just out like that. Got dog hair everywhere. Okay. Right. We get to our feet. So, what we need to do, is we're going to do our high intensity bit now. Now, this is voluntary. Well, it's all voluntary, isn't it? But you don't, this is a sort of add-on to the exercise, just to give you a little bit of whoosh at the end. Now, if you can, I want you to run as fast as you can, taking tiny little steps, and we're going to do that for 3 bouts of 20 seconds with the rest in between. Fast as you can, really, really fast, really fast. If you've got dodgy knees or you don't feel you want to do it, you can do the punching that we did. You can mix and match. You can do 20 seconds of running, 20 seconds of punching, but running is more beneficial than the punching because your legs, your muscles in the lower half of your body are stronger and bigger than in the top half, and so your heart needs to beat faster to keep them supplied with oxygen. So it is probably more beneficial to do the leg ones, but if you need to do the punching ones, I will totally understand. Okay, so on your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. How did that go? Oops. Stop. Oh no, that's right. Yes. I'm just going to open the window. It's slightly warm in here. Dog's gone to sleep, thankfully. Right, how was that? Do you find, and you don't need to answer this now, do you find that doing this high intensity stuff, do you think it has any benefits in your day-to-day fitness? That's something for you to ponder. Right, we're going to go and do the second one. On your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, I don't know, do you notice any difference between when you first started and when you first started doing the high intensity stuff and now? Do you find it not easier now, but you find you recover more quickly because your body must be getting used to it? Maybe you find you walk more quickly when you're out. It should have some benefits. Right, are we ready for the third one? Oh, somebody's written something. Ah, can run across the road. Well, Elizabeth, you should know that you're not supposed to run across the road. I was running across, I don't know if any of you know Oxford Road in Manchester. I was late for the theatre one night. It was my birthday, actually, and the girls had bought me some tickets to see the Sally Bowles one, Cabaret, at the Palace Theatre. And they were in there, and I was running across the road to get there in time, and I tripped and I fell flat on my face. Oxford Road is like really busy, but thankfully there was nothing coming because the lights were on my side and there was nothing coming, because if I just nipped across I would have been flattened by a bus or a car. So, but I take your point, Elizabeth, about Elizabeth, you're a grown-up. If you want to run across the road, you run across the road. I wouldn't let the little ones do it, but we're adults, we're women, we are strong. You run across the road, girl. Anyway, that was my running across the road story. Poof! Not very dignified. I think it was my 60th birthday. It's not very dignified, is it? Anyway, enough chit-chat. Third one coming up. On your marks, set, go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done, everybody. Right, we're going to do some stretching, but before we get into that, we'll let you recover for a bit. The usual announcements. If you haven't and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It just means I have more subscribers. If you want to like this lesson, then that's good, because people look at it and think, oh, X number of people like that lesson, it must be good. I'll have a look at it myself. If you want to, no obligation, you can buy me a coffee just to show your appreciation. I know quite a lot of you do. The link for the buy me a coffee is underneath in the comments section. And if you want to know more, well, about me and about fitness generally, then the link for my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page is there as well. There's a lot of in that statement. 10 seconds. Fantastic, Delia. See? Yeah, see? That's really good. That's progress. Right. Get your chair. Calf stretch, as always. I'm just going to put this down slightly so that you can see that my feet are doing what I want them to do. Front leg bent, back leg straight. Make sure your feet are both pointing the same direction. And lean forward. You should feel the stretch at the top of your calf. And then very gently bend your back leg. Your heel comes off the ground, obviously. Put a little bit of weight on that leg, and you should feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles tendon. And then switch. Back leg straight, front leg bent. And bend your back leg with a bit of weight on that foot. Feel the stretch moving into the Achilles. Okay. Quadriceps, these big muscles at the front. Same usual drill. If you can, hold your leg, your whatever, however you do it. If you can't manage that, just put your hands behind you, kick your legs up to see if you can kick your hand with your heel. If you can't, it doesn't matter. It's just something to aim for. I'm going to do static because I want to practice my balance. And then switch legs. I'm going to try and do this without moving around the chair. Static stretchers, swap legs. Dynamic stretches, keep going. Woo! Hey, look at me, Ma, no hands. I think that was a Jimmy Cagney thing, was it? Whoops. Okay, now we're going to do the hamstrings, the big muscles on the back. So sitting on the edge of the chair, knees at 90 degrees. Now, arms up, just to check that you're not slouching, your shoulders, your back's nice and straight. 1 foot out, toe pulled back. Check your shoulders and forward from the hips, not from the waist. And then back up. Center yourself again, out, and from the hips, not from the waist. Woo! This one feels quite fierce. And sitting up. Right, we're going to go on the side of the chair. So this way, sitting side on with not much here. So you're at the front and at the side. And one leg is going back. Torso is straight because you're stretching. Ooh, that muscle. I find if I give that muscle a bit of a rub, it's quite nice as well. If you can't get your leg back as far or straight as mine, bring it to there, wherever you can feel that stretch there. That's good. And then swap, turn round. This one goes out. Remember, keeping your torso straight, not going forward. And then just standing up, hands at shoulder, arms out at shoulder height, palms facing forwards. Bend your arms round the tree, so as it's like that, round, not like that, at shoulder height, and then dip. And then if you can, interlink your hands behind your back, fingers. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together. If you're interlinking, lift up so that you're getting that stretch across your chest. Right. And then final one, hand up, palm facing backwards, down your back like that. And then just press your elbow back so as you get a stretch here. If you've got shoulder mobility problems, then just leave this out. And then other side. There we are, and that is it. Thank you very much. If you've got any queries or worries or want me to do any adaptations for you or explain anything or demonstrate anything, if there, I've got some sort of specific videos. Delia asked me last week if I had one on the plank, and I managed to find one. So if you want anything like that, please ask, feel free. If not, I'll see you Wednesday or next Monday. Bye.